Okay, so for this part, we are going to be mapping out on paper our real person. You just got to keep in mind, this is a flat surface and a face is not a flat surface. A face has bone structure. It has a lot of different angles. So this is just so that you can practice and get an idea on how to map and create a perfect brow from no brow at all. Okay? So the first thing you're going to do is center the face. So the nose, the tip of the nose, the tip of the cupid's bow, and then the middle of that brow, you're going to create a line. And I'm going to use my pencil to create all of these markers, the lines, so that I can erase it once I have my brow created. So I'm just going to do a straight line going down to the nose, just like that. And then you're going to grab, so you're going to go into the crevice of that nose right there, those two sides right there, and then you go up. So just like that. And then here like that. All right, so then you could even measure them to make sure that they're even. Okay, so this one you can tell that I went to the side. Can you see how I drew that dot? And I went a little bit too close in, so I'm gonna push it out a little. Or you can also create like a little dot right there just so you know where it needs to be. So I'm gonna erase every mistake, that way it's not in the way and it doesn't mess you up as you go. Okay. So now you're gonna measure. Okay. All right. And then you're gonna grab the arch of the brow, the arch of the brow. So I always like to do the end of the iris, so the end of the color, and then go up. And the same thing on the other one. So since you can tell that I went just a little bit further right here, I'm going to do the same thing right there on the other one. We can measure from here to here. And on a person, it's a lot easier, I promise, because you can feel the brow bone structure. And when you feel it, you can feel, okay, there's where it starts dipping. So that's where you're going to put it. So it's a lot harder on paper, I promise. So we have it even there on both sides. We have it even on both sides. And so then we're going to do our tail, remembering that it should always, the front of the brow should be bigger than from the middle to the end, okay? So I'm going to say that it's going to end right there, which I'm just going to do a little dot. But the way you really measure is you grab the end of the nose, the nostril. You have the end of the nose, the nostril right here like this, and you go up. So just like that. Same thing on the other side. Okay. And then you could even measure from here to here to make sure it's even. We got it. Okay. So these are your points. Okay, so you're going to create points. So this is your tail. And we're going to see, okay, I'm not going to start right here, right? This is where the eye is at. An eyebrow doesn't go there. You have to go at least an inch on top of the brow. So we're going to go, sorry, an inch on top of the eye. So we're going to put it right here. We're going to say that this is the thickness of the brow. So same thing on the other side. Make sure that it's even. Just like that. And then you're going to make 2 points. So you're going to go halfway from the 2 points across, make a point there, and up above the halfway up. Like that. Same thing here. Middle. Right there. And then the middle of that one. Right there. Okay? You could even create a line to make sure that the brow is straight right there. So in this case it's not. It's curved a little. So we're gonna go up and create our line. So that way we know that that's the top of the arch. Okay? So obviously these were off for me. There we go. Okay. So now we're going to create our lines, our mechanical brow, which has no curves. So you're going to go up like this. You're going to connect the dots. So the middle of the brow, you're going to go up, connect the dot, and then go up to the bottom of the arch. And you're going to do the same thing on the top. That. Okay, so then you have the middle of the brow, you have this line right here. And then you're going to go down like this, the bottom to the bottom. And then you're going to meet it up at the top as well. Okay, just like that. And then you're going to do the same thing on this side, crisscrossing from the middle. Whoops. Crisscrossing from the middle. So just like that. And then you're going to connect from the arch down to the tail. And there you go. So when you have this, you're going to get your colored pencil. So I'm going to get my red and I'm going to trace just the brow area. So just like this, curving right here at the tail, at the arch, sorry. From the arch to the tail. Same thing with the top. You're just going to follow those lines. And then you're going to curve right there at the arch. And then go down. And you're going to do the same on this side. From the arch, you're going to go down to the tail. And from the start to the arch. At the arch, you curve a little and go down to the tail. And if you want to be extra, you can color in your brow just so that you can have your brow colored in. Just like that. Okay, you're coloring it in. And then you're going to erase all of the lines that you've created. Everything outside of the brow. So just like that.